Hello there guys, welcome back to another inexorable video. This time we're integrating arcsin x, once again using integration by parts. How on earth do you do integration by parts with one function, arcsin x? Go and check out, links in description, go and check out my integrating the natural log of x, go and check out my video on integrating arctan x. We're going to do the exact same thing. So it's just the third time in a row that we're going to do this. So this time we're going to let u be equal to arcsin x, and we're going to let dv dx be the number 1 because we're imagining that we have 1 multiplied by arcsin x, which is technically true, right? It's just a bit weird. Okay, then we're going to need du dx. Now, if you don't remember what du dx is, I'll also put the link in the description to differentiating arcsin x. But if you don't remember, it's not normally a big deal because typically these will be in a formula booklet or whatever. They won't normally expect you to just memorize this. But if they do, then obviously memorize it. But I'll just tell you now that arcsin differentiates to 1 over the square root of 1 minus x squared, just like that. And then v is the integral of 1, which is just x. Okay, so all in all, the integral of arcsin x with respect to x is going to be u times v, so x times arcsin x minus the integral of v times du dx. So v is x, du dx is 1 over the square root of 1 minus x squared. So we're going to have x over the square root of 1 minus x squared, like that. Okay. Now this integral here is not the easiest thing in the world to do. It's also not that bad either, but it's not the easiest thing in the world to do. So there's several ways that you can do this. You can either do a substitution. You can let u equal 1 minus x squared. I know that it looks a little bit like the arcsin integral that we did a few videos ago, but it's actually not because there's an x up there. But you could do a u substitution. U is 1 minus x squared. Or, this is how I'm going to do it. Let's do it over here in yellow. I'm going to rewrite this integral here as x times 1 minus x squared to the power of negative 1/2. Okay, so this integral is the same as this integral. I'm just using index laws to take that, you're dividing by the square root, okay, that's the power minus 1/2. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to think about it. I'm going to think, this is the reverse chain rule. So I'm thinking, I have got something that looks like, kind of, it's already been differentiated. Because if, just stay with me here, if I was going to differentiate 1 minus x squared to the power of positive 1/2, if I wanted to differentiate this, what would it be? Well, this would be equal to the following. The 1/2 would come down. This is the chain rule. Then I would multiply by the derivative of the inside of the brackets, which would be minus 2x. So I'm times that by minus 2x. Then I would multiply by the whole thing again, but I would knock 1 off the power. So I'd be timesing by 1 minus x squared to the power of minus 1/2. But look at this, guys. The 1/2 and the 2 cancel. So all we're left over with is minus x times 1 minus x squared to the power of minus 1/2. But look at this integral. It's the same. It's the same thing, but the only difference is that there's a minus there, okay? Which means that this integral must be equal to the negative of what is inside these brackets here. Must be the negative of that. Because if I was to differentiate negative this, it would be the exact same, but you'd have another negative in front, making it positive, making it this. So that integral there, where shall I write it? This integral here, this is equal to minus 1 minus x squared to the power of positive 1/2. Now, if you do not like that explanation, which is fair enough because it is a little bit strange, if you don't like it, just do a u substitution. Let u equal 1 minus x squared. Just do that. You will come to the same answer, I promise you. So let's finally write down the entire answer. The integral of arcsin x with respect to x, give it some respect, is x arcsin x minus negative 1 minus x squared to the half. So there's a minus and there's another minus, that makes a plus. So plus 1 minus x squared to the power of a half. And also what I'm going to do, because I'm raising it to the power of a half, that's the square root. So I'm going to write it as plus the square root of 1 minus x squared, like that. And that's the answer. And guys, we can't forget plus c. This is the answer. So arcsin x integrates to x arcsin x plus the square root of 1 minus x squared plus c. That looks like x to the power of 21, doesn't it? But it's just the square root. So just 1 minus x squared in the square root plus c. Guys, I hope that was helpful. As always, highly appreciate you guys watching. Let me know what other videos you want me to make, any other integration videos, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching, highly appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video.